squirts. Let's do this, it's a special. You gotta be hard to play on these courts. No easy buckets. Yeah. How's this angle over here? And I'm in championship mode. I didn't do anything yet, so that's Max with restrictions, by the way. So, you know, thank you everybody for coming. I chose that song because I like Drake, but I'll be honest, I can't relate to the song. All right. Started from the bottom, now we're here. I can't relate to that. All right. I started from upper middle class. Now I'm not really anywhere. So, but I am here. And I have my team, right? And some people from England, that's cool. Thank you for coming. I don't know how you found out about the show, but I'm ecstatic, all right? I'm huge in England, all right? Massive in England. Everybody knows that, all right? And it's good to be here. I'm for the Caroline's breakout show. I am breaking out right now, so. A couple minutes ago I wasn't breaking out, but now I am breaking out into hives, so that's good. You guys drinking here? Drinking tonight? Yeah? Tossing back, want you guys to drink, want you guys to drink a lot, all right? Me, I'm a strict guy, all right? I live by strict principles, all right? I only drink if it's like a celebratory champagne toast or somebody's like, come on. Then my hands are tied at that point in time. So what do you want me to do? You know what I mean? I have pretty low tolerance when I drink. My friends make fun of me for that. It's like, okay, sorry, I start having fun faster than you do. I am one of those guys, though, that's after one beer is like, dude, we gotta hang out more. And I'm talking to my roommate, so. Sometimes in the city, these barbers, they'll give you a shot after your haircut. So my barber, after my last haircut, gave me a shot of Jack. I was getting a little loose hanging out with him. You know? So I was like, you know what, man? I will check out that Persian nightclub with you. I bet the pussy there is crazy. You're a piece of work. Come on. That's all right. I was getting ready for a date recently. My friend was giving me advice. He goes, dude. Order a scotch and throw her off. I was like, how's that gonna throw her off? Throwing her off would be like, let me get a pina colada, neat. I want one straw and 2 umbrellas. Because I'm not gonna share and I like for my drinks to be in the shade. Is anyone wearing a mask here? It's all right, I wouldn't mind if you weren't, no judgment, but I'm sick of wearing the mask. I still wear a mask when I'm at the gym. I wear a ski mask when I'm using the elliptical, so nobody recognizes you using that machine, all right? The elliptical is by far the softest of all the cardiovascular equipment, I would say. Nobody sees a guy in the elliptical and is like, this guy. He could provide for a family. No girl's tapping her friend like, you see this guy over here? Doing simulated cross-country skiing? He's gonna keep me safe. Why do people use the elliptical? They're like, it's because, it's easier on my knees, it's easier on my back, right? That's how you know it's a good workout. It's a machine exclusively used by injured people. Right? Ski mask, that's kind of an aggressive look. Huh? Like, I didn't even know they were for skiing. The first time I went skiing, I was like, what are all these criminals doing hitting the slopes, you know? Thanks, guys. How'd you find out about the show, this crew over here? You just walked in. More fans, all right? Not a big deal. Thank you guys for coming, I appreciate it. You guys take workout classes? Yeah, what do you take? Yeah, you should. I mean, you're cool. You definitely don't do the electrical. Do you do you take any with like instructors or anything? Nah, yeah, you shouldn't. Keep doing you, you're looking great. So I like to take workout classes because the instructors, they motivate you to get through the class. They're like, come on, do it for all your doubters. Do it for all the people who said you'd never get it done. And then in the moment, I'm buying into it, right? Like, I'm into it. But then afterwards, I'm like, who's doubting my ability to ride a stationary bike for 45 minutes? All right. We're having fun. You see some people say that they can't see color, like in terms of race. You ever hear people say this, like me, I don't see color. Right? What's that? It's 2022, but... Right, but that's not the point of the joke. So. I appreciate your contribution, but I'm gonna go in a different direction. So you see some people who say that they can't see color. And I feel bad for people who say they can't see color, because they'll never know what it feels like to have a black guy compliment your sneakers. The other day I was walking down the street, black guy goes, yo, my man, those Jordans, you're in championship mode. Those Jordans are fire, you heard? I was like, yes, I did hear. And I will remember this moment for the rest of my life. Then I met up with my friend who's white, and he was like, hey, Mike, are those sneakers new? Those are nice. That's it. And I was like, no, Kyle. They're not nice. They are fire. And I'm in championship mode. So why don't you stay in your lane and talk to me about Bitcoin or something like that? You guys like the kicks over here? You got a good angle of them too. I had a friend the other day who was like, nice kicks, bro. You got those in the Metaverse yet? I was like, what does that mean? He goes, yeah, you can get an NFT of your sneakers on an avatar in the Metaverse. I was like, well, why didn't you just say that? That clears it up. I had another friend tell me I need to buy real estate in the Metaverse. He spent thousands of dollars on a digital home, all right? This guy doesn't own a couch. I was like, maybe it's a good investment, but I think you should upgrade from a futon first. You know? Other than the kicks, though, I don't really dress very stylish. I mean, this is Banana Republic, top to bottom. Everything I'm wearing is 40% off, all right? And purchased by my mom, so. We over coronavirus here? Yeah, we're over it, yeah. Even people who've had it are over it, you know? Like if my friend had it, he goes, dude, it's not that bad. I mean, I haven't been able to smell or taste anything in 6 months, but other than that, it's definitely a hoax. I was like, yeah, man, not so bad. You're only down 2 out of your 5 senses. You've only lost 40% of your basic biological functions, but you're thriving right now. I posted that joke on TikTok, and I'm getting all these teenagers commenting on the post. They're like, hey man, we got like 10 senses, we got like 15 senses, thoughts and feelings, like take them into account. And I'm like, listen, all right, no. But if that's true, then why is that movie called The Sixth Sense? Huh? Smarter than M. Night Shyamalan? In tween, all right? I don't think so. It's been a crazy year or two. I saw this article that said if this past year were a movie, you wouldn't believe it. Have you ever seen a movie? There's been several where all the characters are Legos, all right? I am a big germaphobe, so I was very worried about everything in the beginning. But then, I gotta be honest with you guys, after I saw Dr. Fauci throw out that first pitch, I was like, we gotta reopen the country. I don't think we can trust this guy's leadership anymore, you know? Plus, Fauci, what are you doing at a baseball game? You know what I mean? You're in an MLB game, pandemics happen, I don't know, once every 100 years? It's your busy season, man. Get to work. I don't know if you guys have been following this story. Kyrie Irving, basketball player for the Nets, he hasn't been able to play for much of the year. Lost millions of dollars because he didn't get the vaccine, right? Which is crazy, but it's also crazy in comparison to what some other people were motivated by to get the vaccine. Because Krispy Kreme started offering a free donut. And millions of anti-vaxxers like, just give it a shot. One free glaze? What are you, out of your mind? It's the best deal in town. Stick it in my arm right now. Kyrie's an interesting guy. He's my favorite player. A couple years ago, he said that the Earth is flat. Any flat earthers here? All right. That sounded disingenuous. I'll say this, he might be onto something, because on one hand, all scientific evidence points to the fact that it's not flat. But on the other, he's the best dribbler of the basketball in the NBA. So I think you might know he's dribbling on a flat earth, while everyone else thinks they're dribbling on a round earth, all right? I went home with a woman recently, settled down, it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. It's pretty cool, yes. We did. We had intercourse, right? And, it's the first time in a while, I'll be honest, all right? Let's just say I will be scheduling my annual physical just so I can tell my doctor I'm sexually active. All right, because last time I was in there, I was like, it's not really happening. He's like, what do you mean? You're a young guy. You're a good-looking guy. Just tell me about your sex life. There's doctor-patient confidentiality. You can tell me anything. I was like, yeah, that's exactly why I'm telling you the truth. Or I've been lying to my friends. I've been telling them I've been getting laid because they're not legally obligated to keep a secret. If you tell people I'm a loser, I can sue you, quite frankly. And I will. I told that joke recently in Reading, Pennsylvania, and a guy came up to me after the show and he shook my hand. He greased me. He gave me some cash, and he goes, go get laid. True story. He only gave me $20. Which was plenty for a pressing woman in Reading, Pennsylvania. So it was all good. Don't worry about it. I've been negotiating my lease with my landlord, and he was like, listen, Mike, you can sign for a year, and you get a free month. What's the first rule of negotiation? You guys know? You know? Don't accept the first offer. That's correct. Good. So I said, listen, all right, I'll sign for a year, but you keep the free month. Won that exchange. The woman who lived in my apartment before me, she was Jewish, so she had a mezuzah on the outside of the front door, a religious symbol. When she left, she didn't do a very good job of taking it down. All right? There's still some felt on the wall. There's still an outline. If I'm being honest, it looks like I ripped it down in a fit of rage. It looks like I saw it was like, not in my house. All right? No, sir. I kind of want to scrape the rest of it off because that's not a good look for me to have it there. But it's also not going to be a good look for me if I'm seen removing a Jewish religious symbol, you know? I got some blonde hair, I got some blue eyes, got some German ancestry. You know? Let's just say it takes a while for Jewish people to get to know me and trust me. And then once they do, I have them right where I want them. So. Oh, it's all right. My best friend's Jewish, Ben in Boise, in for a surprise. You know? I don't really like conflict, though. I'll kind of avoid that at all costs. Like, if we're conversing and we disagree, I'll immediately just change my opinion to yours. I was talking to my friend, I was like, LeBron James is the best basketball player of all time. And he was like, no, Michael Jordan is. I was like, well, I'll tell you what, man. You make a pretty good point. I was talking to my other friend. I was like, I didn't like the new Batman movie. He's like, what do you mean? It was great. I was like, yeah, I guess it's at least the best movie I've ever seen. I've been agreeing with everything everyone said way before improv made it popular, right? That's a niche one. So, yeah. Sometimes you have to stand up for yourself, though. Sometimes you do. It gets out of hand. Like, I did a show recently and they got my name wrong on the flyer. They put Mark instead of Mike. So I was like, hey guys, I just want to let you know before the show gets started that I legally changed my name to Mark. I take medication for my OCD. I have very bad OCD. And I was talking to my friend about medication. I was like, maybe you should try. He's like, no, I don't need that. I just power through. Mental toughness. And I was like, yeah, maybe you don't need it because you're high all of the time. You know, you're not exactly going through life cold turkey if you're constantly smoking rainbow kush or whatever, you know? I know for a fact that he wakes and bakes all the time, which means he wakes up, in his first few moments of consciousness, he's like, well, I've seen enough. I'm gonna have to take the edge off now. This is too much. So I do these, maybe you guys can relate to this. Like I do some superstitious rituals on a daily basis. Like I walk the same route to the subway every day so that the subway doesn't blow up. And I wash my hands 3 times exactly before I go to bed so my apartment building doesn't blow up. And I know it's ridiculous. I know it's crazy that people aren't thanking me for preventing these explosions. Right? I'm doing a good thing out here. You know what I mean? I do go to therapy for it. I think we should all go to therapy. If not just, well, yeah, sure, clap it up. Yeah. But I was gonna go in a different direction, but yeah, give it up for therapy, you know? Yes. We should all go, if not for this reason, right? You get to talk about yourself for 45 minutes, and the other person's forced to listen, right? The only other people in our lives that would do that are maybe our moms or our significant others, and they're the reason we're in there in the first place. It's worth it. I'm thinking about getting a colonoscopy. I'm not 50, I'm just paranoid. There's some irritation. There's some irritation. I think I'm just wiping too hard. Maybe too much, probably too much. I'm wiping too much, because I have like this weird OCD quirk where I associate how many times I wipe with how many years I'm gonna live. So every time I have a bowel movement, I just make sure to wipe like the forever amount of times. You know? I was talking to the doctor about what an OCD, or what colonoscopy entails, and he was like, well, Mike, we stick a large tube up there with a camera on it. I was like, I'm gonna stop you. Right there. Where do I sign up? He's like, what? He's like, you don't feel it, you go under so you don't feel it. I was like, well, now you're losing me. You had the sale. Close the sale. Just jokes. Just jokes. I was at the doctor recently because I had a sore throat, and he's like, Mike, you got an ulcer on your uvula. I was like, well, that's impossible. I don't have a vagina. He was like, I said uvula, not vulva. Do you know what a vulva is? I was like, yeah, I know what a vulva is. So then he took out a diagram of a vagina and he goes, point out the vulva. All right, so fine, I'm done lying to you. My knowledge of the vagina is very much like my knowledge of geography, all right, which is not very good. But I know the names of some of the regions. I just don't really know where any of them are. Apparently, the vulva is just the hole outside. Is that right? Does somebody want to confirm? In college, I was a pre-med major. That does mean that I am a pre-doctor. What's a pre-doctor? You guys might have some questions, right? Let's say we're on a flight, right? And there's a medical emergency. And somebody's like, is there a doctor on board? I'm not gonna say yes to that question, right? But if we're in the pre-boarding process, I'm the man for the job. Anywhere from first active duty military to diamond medallion, well, you're glad I'm on that. I'll give you another example. Say we're at the movies, right? And somebody has a heart attack during the film. Well, that person's out of luck. But if they have a heart attack during the previews, you're glad I'm an AMC Stubbs fan. I went to, where I did pre-med, I went to Notre Dame. I went to the University of Notre Dame. Yeah, give it up for that. Yeah. I wanted to go there ever since I was a little kid. My friends can attest to that. And they're all like, did you want to go there because of the movie Rudy? Is that why you want to go there? Because of the movie Rudy? And it's like, yeah. It would have been weird if I was 12 and I wanted to go there because they had a good business school. Tiger Woods, he might play the Masters this week, right? About a year and a half ago, or 2 years, he got in a really bad car accident. Really bad. And people are like, he's lucky to be alive, right? I think he would have been lucky not to have gotten in an accident at all. I think he would have been lucky to have gone twice the speed limit and arrive at his destination ahead of schedule, all right? Because he's a busy guy. I'm sure that doesn't happen often for Tiger. Now, Tiger, we all know the story, right? He cheated on his wife a lot, and he had to fall from grace. The thing about his infidelity, he wasn't very discreet about it, right? Like, he wore the same outfit to the golf course as he did to the nightclub. What was he gonna say when the footage came out? You know, yeah, honey, that's not me in that photo. That's the other black golfer. Shit, you know? Anybody watch the Michael Jordan doc? Yeah. Basketball guys? Yeah. Last Dance. This is my last dance up here. But in the doc, they talk about Coach Phil Jackson, how he runs the triangle offense, right? Very complex offense, very complex. If you're not a basketball fan, I'll explain to you how it works, all right? I'll explain it. You guys gotta be ready though. You have to be ready for how the triangle offense works. No distractions. Clear the mechanism. Do you guys want to know how the triangle offense works? All right. You have Michael Jordan. It's the whole offense, all right? Give it up for all the comments you saw earlier on the show. Some of my best friends, 3 of them started a podcast without me. But I still had them on the show. May, Ben, and Max. I'd be upset if they went to dinner without me, all right? But they're like, don't worry, Mike. We'll record it so you can hear how much fun we're having. What they don't know is that I play back the recording and then I interject where I would say something. But I keep that one for me. I don't distribute that. That's just for private use. One thing you should know about me is I'm a great texter. Phenomenal texter. Some would say the Michael Jordan of texting. I'm the one who says that, all right? This is my response time, immediate. All right, immediate. I like a good group text, all right? And we got a good group text over here. I also like having a side text with everybody in the group text. I like to have a personal one-on-one relationship with everybody on the side, all right? And if I find out that there's a separate side text that doesn't belong to me, that's gonna get shut down, all right? That's not allowed. Here's another trick I like to do. You guys can take this home with you, all right? England, pay attention, all right? I like to test out material in the side text. If it works, I'm using it in the group text. Side text, those are like open mics, all right? Group text, that's the big show at Caroline's, you know? So, I'm thinking about breaking up with a girl via text. Hear me out. I'm not dating anybody right now. But once I am, I will break up with her on text. It's the better way. You might think it's worse, but let me tell you something. My last girlfriend, she broke up with me face to face. No good. Alright, I could have done without the breakup, also could have done without the public meltdown in Central Park. Send me a text and tell me it's over, and then just block my number, alright? That's Kanye West, he's not dealing with this breakup very well. See that transition? Kanye, he broke up with Kim Kardashian. I don't know if you guys are following this news story. He's making me feel good about how I handle my breakups. He did a music video where he buried a guy that looks like Pete Davidson in the music video. Now, if you break up with a Kardashian, that'll do a number on you, right? You're not the same after a Kardashian breaks up with you. Because Kanye, he's spinning out of control, right? Lamar Odom, he was found overdosed in a brothel. And Bruce Jenner doesn't even exist anymore. He was like, fuck this, I'm changing teams. All right? Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. I used to have a corporate job. I still kind of do, but now I do this because I got fired from that earlier job. But this was an easy 9 to 5 job because I showed up from about 11 to 3. So, I was a consultant. It would have been helpful to have known what that means. Right. From what I could gather, just companies would pay us to advise them so they could put the blame on somebody. But here's how a typical interaction with a client would go. Like, I would suggest something, they would disagree, and I'd back down immediately. I'd be like, I think we should hire some more people. They're like, we're gonna make some cuts. I'm like, let's just can them all. They're all worthless. Anybody interview for a job recently? Yeah. Who said that right here? How was the interview?
Went pretty well.
Yeah, did you get the job?
Not yet. It was today.
It was today, okay. What was it for?
Sales job.
Sales job. You confident? Seems like you are.
Very.
Yeah? What are you gonna be selling? Listen, man. You're qualified. You want salesmen to be decisive, to the point, confidence. Yes. Hire this guy right now. Did you get any weird questions in the interview process?
That was pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I bet it was, yeah. That's why it went well, huh? What was one of the questions you got? You remember?
What are your weaknesses?
What'd you say? Answering these interview questions? You said you're colorblind. Is that a weakness?
Yeah, I can't join the Air Force.
It's also a weakness because you can't see these kicks. So. All right, well, I hope you don't get the job. So, I'm just kidding. You get weird questions in interviews sometimes, right? And sometimes don't you just want to be honest with them? You're like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? You know? Well, in 5 years, I hope that the memory of working here is so far in the back of my mind that I forget the name of this company. I had a company I set up an interview with, and we set a time to chat, and they ghosted me. They didn't show up to the interview. Now I actually want to work there. Before I had no interest, now I'm forcing them an offer they can't refuse. Do you know what you're selling yet? You're selling Salesforce. Oh, got it. All right.
I didn't know how to answer.
No, that makes sense. I'm sorry for ragging on it. But honestly, I wouldn't know how to answer that either. All right, so I had no clue. It's Salesforce, CRM. Don't worry about it. I know how to talk the talk. So, I don't know. I've always kind of fashioned myself as a screenwriter, you know. So every time I see a movie, I'm like, I can write that, you know. Inception, I could also write a movie that makes absolutely no sense, you know. I don't like to really brag about this, but I was mentored directly by Judd Apatow when I bought his online masterclass. During my time with Judd, I wrote a few screenplays on spec. All right? If you're in the biz, like I clearly am, you know on spec means nobody asked you to write that. So, I'm a single guy. I get a lot of older guys that like to brag to me about what they would do if they were single in today's day and age. Yeah, they're like, oh, you'd have no idea what I'd be doing if I was out there in the dating apps. You'd have no clue what I'd be doing. It's like, yeah, Uncle Jack. Right? I have no idea what you'd be doing. So just divorce Aunt Susan and we'll find out. Right. I've never had a ton of confidence with dating. I don't know why, but that's what women care about. They care about confidence. Whatever happened to looks? I would say women, not shallow enough, all right? You might think I went through an awkward phase and I grew to these looks, which is why I'm not confident. No, all right? I had this jawline coming out of the womb, all right? Some people say that I'm too good looking for comedy. And some people don't. Their words, not mine. You know, this was a good-looking show, but some of them not so much. But just kidding. But I think it's all relative. You know what I mean? Like maybe in comedy circles, I'm good-looking, but outside of that, still very attractive. So, all right. I feel weird being confident about that. So I am a vegan. Is anybody else? No? Yeah. That was with some vitriol behind it. You like Instagram, you hate vegans, and there was some other thing that I forgot about, but yeah, right. Listen, I could give you a lot of reasons why I became a vegan, and then I could just tell you what her name is, all right? I'm vegan for moral reasons because she changed my morals, all right? My dad, he doesn't get it. He's an old school guy, right? He's a meat and potatoes guy. He calls me granola. He's like, Mike, you're a granola guy. I'm like, that's supposed to make me upset that you refer to me as a delicious snack? Right? Make fun of me for reasons that actually make me the worst, like the fact that I won't eat a burger unless it's impossible or beyond, all right? It's gotta be a burger above the concept of reality, or I'm not considering it, all right? Plus side of being a vegan is I feel great, feel phenomenal. Downside is my friend asked me what my favorite food is, and I did not have an answer. So. The girl broke up with me, but stayed vegan just in case she changed her mind. So it's all good. My friends kind of make fun of me for being an emotional, sensitive guy, you know. I love a good romantic comedy, you know. So what? Any men willing to admit that? Yeah. I like a good romantic comedy, not afraid to admit it. Love a good rom-com. Only genre I love more than a good rom-com? Good rom. All the calm, alright? Those jokes out of here, you know? Let's put it this way. Is The Notebook one of my favorite movies? No, it's one of my favorite films. Because it's a work of art. Artistic masterpiece. All right. Ryan Gosling, Rachel McAdams, they had unbelievable chemistry in The Notebook. They did. I don't know if you guys know this. I read this. This is a true story. They had so much chemistry that the sex scene was so steamy, it was so R-rated, that they had to edit it down and make it PG-13 friendly. And I think I speak for everybody when I say, release the tapes. My guys liked it over here, so that's all. All right, I gotta get out of here soon, but I got a story I want to tell you before I head out. First of all, thank you so much all for coming to this. Means the world. I can't thank you enough. Honestly, I can't put it in words. So recently I was on the subway on 28th Street in New York City. The most beautiful girl I've ever seen gets on the subway. You ever seen somebody so beautiful that life just becomes meaningless? Well, if I'm not with her, then what's the point to all this? But I'm not gonna approach her. I'm not gonna do that. I hung back, I respected her space, and I envisioned my whole life with her. Right? I envisioned that we fell in love. You know, we got married. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, we had trouble having kids. Even in my fantasies, the fear that I'm infertile, it doesn't escape me. I wear a lot of tight underwear. Definitely gone over my allotted time in hot tubs. I'm not a good swimmer myself, all right? So what are you gonna do? You know, we had to try IVF. In vitro fertilization. You guys familiar? Had to do 2 rounds because the first it didn't take. Took a toll on our marriage, honestly. So what are you gonna do? You want to have kids, right? So we had to call in the big guns. Had to get a sperm donor. Yeah, guess what though? Sperm donor blesses us with twins. How about that? Pretty good story. Pretty good story. Does she leave for the sperm donor? Yeah. She leaves me for this. The guy has great sperm, right? I get to keep the kids though. I did go bankrupt in the custody proceedings, but it's worth it to raise 2 kids that aren't even mine. So. She and the sperm donor, they go off. They have another set of twins. 2 sets of twins. I mean, that's a miracle. They belong together. Actually, he ends up cheating on her, and she moves back in with me. Just me and the 4 kids. We try to rekindle that spark that we once had, but you know, we're too busy working hard putting those 4 kids through college. Years later, she gets polio. Makes a comeback in the 2040s. Right? This is a new strain of polio, though. It takes out the arms, not the legs. New strain. She does maintain a strong appetite despite the polio. She can't feed herself, so mainly I do that. Feeding her 3 meals a day for the rest of her life. I mean, don't get me wrong, she does die a slow, painful, violent death, but I live a long time. I live long. Die of natural causes. Or so they first think, you know? Then they suspect foul play. All right? So they exhume my body from the grave, and they perform an autopsy. Try to find out what happened. They find traces of ethylene glycol in my system. You guys know what this is? Street name, antifreeze. All right? It's not street legal. Somebody's been poisoning my morning smoothie. Who do you guys think it was? Children would have motives, and it put them in my will. So, no, it's my best friend, next door neighbor, and sperm donor, Henry. He was upset that the kids were calling me dad. And then, you know, this girl gets off the subway. On 23rd Street. Shortest subway ride in the city. And she's out of my life forever. She'll never know what we could have been. I did post about it on Misconnections, you know, that Craigslist. Yeah. She didn't respond, but the authorities did. They had some questions. All right, you guys have been so much fun. Mike Bramante!
Woohoo.